Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here and welcome to another episode of Foolcraft 3, coming to you from the Shadownode server. So first things first, you can see my little badge there. I've leveled up my my loyalty medal to 10 hours of playtime now. So that's just a nice little mod that, you know, every time you go up a level, I don't even know what there is. Medals, is it? I don't know how this one works. Helps if I can spell. So it's not something that even shows up in NEI. Apologies for the voice, I am still sick. I'm trying to get this stuff done while I can, while I feel okay, and if my voice is a little bit croaky, then I apologise for that. I've done a little bit of work around the base. I've dropped the plant sower in here, so obviously the names of the items are different from Mine Factory Reloaded to Industrial Foregoing, because it's kind of a port. It's not, or I don't know if I'd even call it that. They've renamed things, and there's some definite little bonuses that, you know, you don't need the hammer to show you the working area. You can just click that little button there and it'll show you the nice little area that it's working in. So I've got a single range, or a tier 3 range upgrade in here, and it will cover all this area, and I've just started to kind of decorate it up. I'm not sure I'm 100% happy with this. I think I need to change these to be the other direction. So they need to be the vertical ones, and these need to be the horizontal ones. I think that'll fix this problem. Let's just check. Otherwise it looks silly. I'll just grab these three before you grab our chisel. And the chisel has unlimited durability, by the way. We go, so these are horizontal. Yeah, if we go vertical, will that? Oh yes, it does. So I'm going to need to change these ones to vertical. These ones can stay horizontal, and then I'll make this lot over here when I get there, make them vertical. Only downside, you can't, you know, obviously there's ways. I don't know if there's the diamond one will allow you to do it. Oh yeah, maybe you can. Left click to chisel blocks in the world. That's cool. Maybe I'll make one of these. Actually, I'm gonna go make one now, because that is so much easier. What is this? Spruce. So I've done a little bit of work inside the base too, which I'll show you in just a second. Wildcard left me a present over there with some canola seeds, is what one of the things I wanted to do in here, which is what you can see. There's some canola here, and again, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do this much canola. I may just make this a farm of kind of everything. So I'm undecided at the moment. I'm probably going to end up stealing Iskel's idea for power generation, and I'm trying to get into that a little bit in this episode. It does use an industrial foregoing block and some dynamos, so this is alright. Yeah, we need to hook it up power and cable wise. So I've done a bit of cleanup in the base. Let me know what you think. I do need decision on whether I should put the Celtic cobblestone on that side as well. I think it does look pretty cool. These are just willow wood planks, and then we've got some dark oak planks in the corners. I've put my other loyalty medals up, and I plan to, every time I get a new one, sort of just put a frame up and we'll move them around the room a bit maybe. These will probably go, the bed I think will end up over in this spot over here. And this is sort of like the alcove where I'll have my bed and maybe some drawers either side. This stuff will move. I always say that in my series. You know, I'm normally going, oh, it's only temporary, I'll move it later, and then I don't end up moving it. But I fully intend to move machinery down to here or this side once I finish doing this. I trying to keep things a bit cleaner and tidier. I don't want to make it all messy. Still undecided on the ceiling for this area. I mean, the stone looks okay, but I don't know. If you've got suggestions, please let me know in the comments. But I'm liking the look of this. It's simple, and again, I need to do a floor in this area. But yeah, do I do the Celtic along this wall? And then if so, what do I do on this? Do I do the same like that? And then we've got areas where, yeah, I don't know. These stairs won't stay. I'm going to do an elevator once I get some ender pearls. I'll probably have like a little walkway here, just a single thing where you can walk in and then teleport down, sort of thing. So it'll be like maybe here, and I'll just put a little entry in there and we can walk out, and then I'll close the floor back up. A couple of extra chests. Did go for a wander. Got a fair few hopping bonsai pots on here now. So we've got one that does spruce, we've got birch, we've got willow, we've got fir, dark oak, oak, and jacaranda. I will find one other. I'm not sure what it'll be yet, but the world's kind of devoid of differing biomes. This seed that we've got on the map is fairly, I don't know, fairly wastelandy. You can see I've gone for a fair bit of a trek now, and a lot of this area is all just sort of wasteland type stuff. So I don't know whether that's someone's base that I found. I don't know whether to maybe go out here. Maybe that's a bit of a dark wood or something. Just trying to find a couple of extra tree types. Wildcard's doing pretty good. He's got a almost an automated cheese toasty farm. He just needed a little bit of help with doing getting wheat going, and he's probably going to use the planter, or maybe even a bit of immersive engineering and a cloche or something. While I was out and about, I believe there's someone living here somewhere. I think somewhere around here. There's a base. Might be here. Some different colours around the map. Yeah, it could be there. There's one here. And then I found someone else's base somewhere else. Where was that? I forget now. I didn't mark them on the map. But yeah, I went out to the village, and there's a reason I went to the village. And that was in this chest. Now, Wildcard did leave a little sign here with a surprise for you. He's gone ahead and made the villager trade exchanger and a mob imprisonment tool for me. I didn't have a ghast here. And some blocks of charcoal from his farm. So the plastic that we started to get into last episode for those industrial foregoing machines. This little system here, as you can see, it's all fairly automated. I changed the pipework to be underneath. These are covers. Well, sorry, this is a cover. And it all extracts out the bottom of these. So all I've been doing is just every now and then I'll throw some logs in here, and it'll pump the latex up into here. Once it's got enough, using the water underneath, a bit of power from this thing on top, extracts it out into a mechanical or analog crafter, which is turning it into the dry rubber balls. So these things need to be smelted down, turn into plastic. So that's the no, not that one. It's in one of these drawers. Maybe it's still in here. Into these plastic sheets. So Wildcard is coming and borrowing that, so it saves him from setting it up. But as I said, this is going to move, and we'll get this area up here a bit tidier. I don't know whether to leave the trees there. I may end up leaving these here, just for giggles. Once I get into some Ender IO, I want to do some painted glowstone, and I'll just plop them up in the ceiling as lights, and maybe we can end up ditching some of this stuff around the edges. But yeah, a lot of bits and pieces underway. The idea behind this, I'm probably not going to be able to do this yet. But the idea is that in here we have a villager that is a farmer, so we can trade wheat and potatoes and that sort of stuff for emeralds using this block. And then we can use one of these, which requires currency, but there's an add-on. Pardon me. There's an add-on for it, an augment, I should call it. This one here allows various gemstones to be used as fuel. So we can drop that into that dynamo, and we can use emeralds to power the base. So that's where I'm heading. Again, not sure I'll get it this episode, and I'm undecided whether I'm going to have this as a power plant, and then this over here is a machine room. I mean, this is already done, and if we decide to do that, then I'll have to bring those machines down to this area. And then maybe we can build a power plant in the middle. And I was thinking a few of those dynamos. So downside to making those dynamos is to make these ones, I need Constantan, which means I need a way of making Constantan for a start, which we can do in a few things. We can do it in an alloy kiln. It's one way, which is just nickel and copper. We can make the dust like that. We can get an alloy smelter. We got the simple ones as well. I don't know what that means. Oh, there you go. Can't be made in the simple. Apparently you can't. Whatever. So yeah, it's something that we need to look into. Maybe the alloy kiln may be a good idea. Forget how to make these. They're only very simple. Maybe I need to search for the word kiln. Kiln bricks are just bricks and sandstone. That's not too bad, and you get 2. So we need 8. So we can potentially do that now. And do I have nickel? Nickel is something. Yeah, we got some. So let's grab some sand. Let's grab at least another. So what do we need? 8. So we need another 7. Oh, that'll do. Another 7 bricks. And then we need some sandstone. Is it 8 or is it 16? Oh no, we get 2 per, don't we? It's fine. That's whatever, that's done. So let's make these. Pretty sure this is all I need. Again, I kind of don't like just placing things for the sake of placing things, so but that's fine. I do have a hammer somewhere. I think it's in this chest where I was making the that smeltery thing. Pop. Okay, so this will allow us to make our Constantan. No, I'll hold on to that, I think. Okay, so Constantan, as I said before, dynamo. This little thing. When you're going to need 4, 5, 6 at least. And copper and nickel. So let's just make sure it's going to work. Got some coal. I think I can use coal. Hopefully I don't need to use coal coke. Okay, it's doing something, and there's a little bit of a desync occasionally with the pack and my inventory. Okay, so that's Constantan. So we need, what did we say? At least 6. Just going to try and make 1 dynamo to start with, and hopefully go from there. So we're going to need a little bit of silver and some redstone, and then we're going to need to make that augment. I think I can make the gears fairly simply, yeah, just a bit of iron. Okay. And it's slow, and it doesn't. Does it keep using material? No, that's actually pretty decent. All right, get some iron. A bit of iron. So let's make the gear. Awesome. I'm gonna need a piece of silver to make this. What else do I need? one numismatic dynamo. Hopefully I've said that right. Oop. Spelling, augment. This one here. So it needs electrum, it needs signalum, and an emerald. So we're going to need to get 2 electrum plates. Signalum is what? Copper, silver, and redstone. So I don't think there's another way of doing this one. Gonna need to get the alloy smelter. Otherwise we would need to... No, we'll make an alloy smelter. So I can't do this upgrade just yet. And the only other way of doing it is coin. We could make some coins if we had a compactor with the press thing in it, which is electrum. And an emerald. I don't think I have any emeralds yet, excuse me. No, not yet. But that's alright. We will go alloy smelter. Because we're going to need to start getting into it anyway. So we're going to need a few things. I should still have 1 simple machine chassis. We're going to need a bucket, some iron, 3 furnaces, and some of these. Do I still have a simple machine chassis? I may have used them all. Oh no, there it is. Okay, let's... Can I do this? Can I use these? I can. That's interesting. Good way of getting rid of stuff that you didn't need. It was chiseled. So 2 of them. I think that was right. Yeah, just 2 stone gears, and then we need 3 furnaces in that bucket. So 3 furnaces. Okay, excellent. I have a bucket on me, that's fine. Let's see, can I make this now? Alright, that's a simple alloy smelter. To make the next one up, you need to make these... you need the industrial machine chassis, and then you need the energized bimetal gears, which is energetic alloy. Energetic alloy requires glowstone, gold, and redstone. So we can't get the next level up yet. And in terms of getting this running, okay, cool. All right. So what do we need? We need signalum. Can I make this stuff in here? Redstone, silver, and copper. 10 redstone, 1 silver, 3 copper. Let's give it a go. 2 silver, 6 copper. I don't know how long this is going to take. Probably months. It is working though. It is just deathly slow and probably chews a ton of power. But that's alright, because that'll get us what we need. So, how many will that make? Probably makes 1. No, it makes 4. Okay, so we're going to get 4 ingots for that. So I've got 8 ingots worth in there. Augment. Still need an emerald. But that'll give us enough for that. We need some electrum, so that's fine. That's gold and silver. Let's grab gold, silver, take it downstairs. And we should be able to just plop them in there and let that... I did use up the last of that coal. That's okay. It's only a little piece of coal. Gonna need the emerald. So let's see if this works. So we need to grab a couple things. Do I have my wrench? Yes. If I place him here and then turn these off. Okay. So I believe I've got to put... Aha, listen here. So 19 wheat for 1 emerald, 19 potatoes, 16 carrots, or we can buy 2 bread with 1 emerald. That's really terrible. 9 pumpkins for an emerald. 10 melons. But yeah, the 19 wheat for 1 emerald. And so this is a pretty decent way of doing things. All I need is 19 bits of wheat, and he will give me an emerald, and that's the 1 emerald I need for this. So I'm going to find 19 wheat. Got a little bit of a wheat farm outside. Let's just dump some stuff in here, and I kind of want to get rid of some of these other things that I've just been... Do I need these outside? I think I do need... Oh no, it's spruce outside, isn't it? That's fine. So there's our dynamo. I'm going to need a power storage device of some description as well. So let me just see. I've only got a little bit of wheat here. What did I end up with? 7. I mean, we could always take a trip over to Wildcard's base. I'm sure he won't mind if I go and borrow some wheat if he's got some. I'm going to give you a bit of a show of what he's done so far. Wildcard does play a lot more than I do. I do generally come over here and steal all the pears that are falling off his tree farm. Because I don't know why it drops so many pears. It's a bit of an odd one. Anyway, do you have wheat, my friend? Otherwise I'm going to need bone meal and... No, you don't. Because that was the bit that he was going to do next. All his animals were either killed or despawned somehow, so I'm not sure what's happened here. He logged on the other day and things were gone. So let me just borrow some of his bone meal to make some wheat. What do I need? 17 or something? Okay. So here's the grilled cheese. So at the moment it's really just the wheat part of it that he needed to automate. But yeah, sheep drop bone meal in this pack. Which is odd. Poop out bone meal, depending on the colour. So apparently colour of the sheep depends on what dye they drop. So getting some sheep could be quite interesting. Alright, I think 17 was what I needed. May as well pick up these other couple of things that he left here for me. It's nice having that little, just that chest in the middle of nowhere. And alright, let's see. It was 19 wheat, wasn't it? I'm gonna have to go back. How many wheat was it, bro? Oh! Maybe I've got some in my chest. There, you're all shouting at me going, it's 19, it's 19. Stop now. There's no room in there. Starting to gather junk chests. Okay, 19 wheat. Oh. 1 emerald. Thank you, sir. So you can see how this could end up being quite easy to manage. If you set up a cloche, which I don't have available at the moment, garden cloche, it's fairly cheap and easy. I mean, honestly, some treated wood planks, and you'll need the engineer's workbench. You can craft this component. It's just some lapis, some steel, and some paper, or even iron, aluminium, copper. I mean, it's not hard. Once you get one of these, it's just power and water, and it'll duplicate wheat like it's going out of fashion. And then old mate can give us emeralds. So once I get another 19, I'll be able to show you what power this can put out. I'll probably be able to place this down, and in tooltip hopefully tell us. But we need to make the augment. So what else did we need for that augment? The electrum, which is downstairs. I'm going to need one more electrum, aren't I? Let's do that. Oh, what did I put down there? 4, didn't I? Let's just check. Yep, 4 electrum. Excellent. So yeah, I think that power room here would be decent. I don't believe, so it doesn't require water. At the moment this just puts out 40 RF a tick. That can be upgraded, obviously. I do need to upgrade this at least once to be able to put an augment on it. So what are we going to need for that? Upgrade. That there. We're going to need a bronze gear and invar. So we're going to need copper and tin and iron and ferrous. Copper, 3 of them. I don't have a lot of tin either. That's 4 bronze. Need 2 of them and 4 of them. Okay. Awesome. Should give us 4 bronze, which I'm pretty sure it was the bronze gear. And then these 2 in here. So let's make the 2 electrum plates. So there's 3 invar. And we needed 4. Okay. Gonna need, putting redstone away in the wrong chest. So for the augment, oh, sorry, let's do this. Just need an iron, a little bit of iron, please. Okay, so iron, making a bronze gear, couple of redstone, and then some invar. That's our upgrade. This should be finished. Signalum. We can turn this into a signalum gear. Awesome. So first things first, 1 upgrade. It'll now put out 60 RF a tick, and we'll be able to put our augment in. So the augment here, we just need to make this. So let's, actually we should be able to make this. 1 of them. Just gonna say, I don't know whether I got that. And then 1 lapidary calibration. Now puts out 300 RF a tick. And reread this. Don't overthink it, just insert coins. Generation rate depending on the energy man. So if I go emerald. Okay, I think we're going to need another 19 wheat before it'll show us what we can do. I've got some bones, 5 wheat. Pulverize them. Crush them, I should say. To go back down. Where are they going? Oh, they're going in here. Phew. I don't know what was going on. Come on. Give me all your stuffs. And we'll go and get the 19 wheat we need. Buy another emerald. And we'll see what it can produce. We can try diamond as well. I mean, these are things that can happen. Either or. Come on. Give me what I need. Oh, look at that. 19 wheat. I'd like another emerald, please. Pop. Thank you. So, we are actually at the end of the episode. So you can see how things can get away from you. If I put this in here, it's producing 300 RF a tick. And we'll see how much one emerald can give us in power. It's starting to drop now. This holds 300,000 RF. One emerald. And I don't know whether it can take like empowered stuff, like the ones that have been thrown in front of things. But what have we got? It's still going. So for each emerald that we produce, so for every 19 wheat or potatoes or whatever we end up with, we're at 200k. And it's still just dropping off because it's starting to get full, so it's not producing it as quick. But it's about to finish up. Thinking maybe the 250 mark. Maybe. It's dropping right down now because it's really starting to get full. So I mean that in itself. So from 19 wheat, we've made 250,000 RF. I think I can live with that. I think that's pretty decent. And again, as I said, it's not just emeralds that it takes. It can take diamonds as well. So I mean, we don't have tons of diamonds. We've got 34 diamonds. I wonder if it can take lapis. That's something else I haven't checked. I don't want to waste it, but I mean, lapis is fairly cheap. Can you take lapis? Oh, it can. Well, there you go. So lapis is usable as well. Things I didn't realize. So I'm going to sit down in between episodes here and I'm going to make up a cell. Just some sort of energy cell. Probably just a basic one to start with. It holds 2 million. Just some lead, some iron and glass. I mean, that's nothing, honestly. Probably do that now. But we are over time, and I don't want you guys getting too bored by this, so I'm just going to keep crafting while I talk to the end of the episode. So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Please leave those comments down below and let me know your thoughts and tell me what you think of my walls. That's one of the main things we need to determine, is whether I do that. Oop, that didn't work. Whether I do the Celtic on that wall as well, or whether we do something a little different, or change them both to plain. I'm easy with either way. Plop. That just happens to be the front for some reason. Energy input on the bottom. Should not inputting on the bottom. Do I need to put a conduit on it? Maybe I need to put cables. It's alright. It's fine. We'll work it out. That's not where I wanted it. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Please leave those comments as I said. And I hope you come back. Oh, I know why I derped just then. It's okay. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. That's out. It needs to be in. Anyway, yeah, leave the comments below. I hope you come back and join me next time for another episode of Foolcraft. Thanks for watching. See you later.